Hey Earth Signs, happy September. I hope you guys had a really good August. Today we're going to go into your September 2018 forecast. So what I see for the market, for your business, how that's going to go, is I see that, yeah, there is some like turbulence in the market, but one of the strengths that you guys have is that you're Earth Signs, and so you're very grounded. And I think you guys are really utilizing that strength of yours. And if you're not, I think that you should. Use that strength, stay grounded, and really focus on the task at hand. Don't really worry about what's going on outside of what you're working on. Don't worry about what's going on in the political landscape or on the market horizon, because whatever's going on in that arena, just it's very unclear on how things are going to turn out, and nothing is really materializing at this point. And there really is no reason to get caught up in all of that. So I would say it's great that you guys are not focusing on that. You're using your strength of being grounded, and you're just focusing on what you guys need to get done. The other thing that I see in that respect, or in the business spectrum, is that I think you guys have some accounting issues or tasks that you really need to work on, get done, sort out. I would recommend that you delegate that to somebody else on your team, because I feel like it is stressing you out, but it does need to get done, and it's really not worth it for you to get all wound up about it. I think that the easiest way for you and for everybody, and to still get it done, would be for you to delegate it to somebody else who doesn't get as stressed out by doing that type of activity. The other thing about the market that I want to mention is that I think that you will end up getting kicked by it. Like, you will end up it will cause a big issue for you, a big hurdle. But the thing about you guys, again, is that you're so grounded that you're gonna land on your feet. And once that kick happens and you react and you move forward, it'll be like it never happened. In terms of your personal lives, I feel like you really don't have much of one at this point in time, because you're just so focused on your business. You're so focused on getting things done. You're just in get done mode right now. You're just very productive, and you have these things you want to accomplish. And so that is where all of your attention is going. And as a result, you are really very emotionally disengaged from your personal life. And that doesn't bother you at all. Like, you want to work, and so you're going to work, and you're in that mentality, and you're just very, very focused. So that's fine. And I think if you want to continue going that way, that's okay as well. But I think probably the better thing to do would be to try to balance out your life a little bit more, try to bring back some more of that personal life into your overall life. I'm sorry. What is with my throat? Start balancing out your life a little bit more, and start emotionally engaging in your personal life again. And the reason why I say that is because, yes, you can continue to focus on just your business, and I think that's fine, but there is a benefit to having that personal life. Whenever you really emotionally engage with other people, what happens is it gives you a chance to relax in a way that feels very fulfilling to you, and it feels fulfilling to you. And then also, in those happy moments, those emotional moments, you can gain a lot of inspiration and insight that can help you in your business. So yeah, you may not be able to be as focused as you would like, but you can still get everything you want to get done. And you can have this person or these people in your life that whenever you spend time with them, they rejuvenate you. So when you go back to work, you're feeling even better, and you get inspiration from interacting with them, feeling with them, talking to them. That then feeds into your business as well. So it takes your focus away, but it also brings in a lot of benefits that can actually help your business as well. In terms of what you should do in September 2018 to make it a better month for you, with regards to your business, I don't feel like there's anything you need to change. I feel like you're on a track, you're focused, you know what you're doing, you know what you want to do, you know what you need to do. Just go, execute, do. You're already on the path. That's awesome stuff. I don't need to advise you on that. In regards to your personal life, I think that, like I was saying, you want to incorporate that more and have a better balance. So I think you should do that, but I don't think you necessarily need to go out and like try to find your personal life, or go out and try to like reach out to people and meet with them. I think if there are opportunities like parties, and if there's like a party that's out there that you're invited to, I think you should go. And then in terms of like interactions with people, you don't really, like I was saying, you don't need to go out and reach out to them and try to hang out with them. Instead, allow them to come to you, and whoever comes to you, just open yourself up to them and be open to spending time with them, engaging with them, and having that emotional connection, and yeah, just like having a really good time. And in terms of what you should do for September of 2018 that you aren't doing right now already. So for your business, like I was saying, you guys are on a roll. Keep doing that. Keep executing. And I think what you should do, or what you need to be doing, is also planning a little bit more in advance. So giving yourself time to look ahead, see where things are headed, where are the trends, and how are you going to plan what you're going to do so that you can match up with those trends and be in line with them. And then really just be on the mark for your clients, your audience, your business. Just plan and try to anticipate where things are going to go so that you can be ready for wherever it's going to go. And one of the things you can do now to allow yourself to be able to do that is really continue basically to execute and try to get as much done in advance and get work done ahead of time. If there's like a timeline, let's say you need to do like, let's say you're doing your marketing and you need to post like 8 things on your blog or on your Instagram or whatever it is by the end of this month. Maybe do all of those like this week or in the next 2 weeks, and then just start like schedule when they go out so that it spans the month, but you're already done with that work. And then take those 2 extra weeks where you're not actually executing and trying to build out that content, and use that time to really look ahead, look at the trends that are going on in your business, what are people resonating with, and use that to help strategically plan for you where you want to go. Look at the market a little bit more, not in terms of like the turmoil that's going around in the political landscape or anything, but look at your specific market and where you see trends going, where advisors are saying trends are going to go, and then try to align yourself so that you're ready for when things start heading in that direction. Or maybe if you want to be there first, you can already start planning for that. You'll know what to do best, but really you need to put in some time to plan for what's to come in your business. And in terms of your personal life, what I'm getting for you that you should be doing that you are not doing at this point in time is, I think there's someone in your life, or maybe some people. Basically, I'm getting that you are kind of closed off. And I think that's why I got the word before, you need to open yourself up to whoever comes to you. So I think it's important that you stay open and you allow yourself to receive whoever is coming your way with an open mind, because yeah, it just feels like you're really closed off right now. So just in terms of the personal life, to bring in that balance, just be open to whatever decides to come your way. You don't need to go out and seek stuff, but whatever comes in your direction, be open to it. In terms of how I see things in your business playing out at this point in time, so I think that as you try to plan for what's to come, there will be a point when you just overanalyze and it becomes very, very confusing, and it's just, you get lost in the weeds. And I think that's just kind of your tendency, and that's fine because that's just your cycle. So you know you need to plan, you start planning, you do all the research, you look at all of the trends, you look at all the data, you look at all of the data points. You do your analysis, you overanalyze it, you read up a bunch of articles, then you retry to analyze it, and it just becomes this huge, confused, jumbled mess. And then you get frustrated, you let it go, and then like a month later, suddenly it all clicks, and you're like, oh, that was so obvious, and you know what to do, and you're right where you need to be. And that's how I see this playing out for you, is that that's just your cycle, and just honor the cycle, because at the end of it, you always end up landing on your feet, you always end up being where you need to be, you always end up getting a clarity that is just a deep, profound understanding. A lot of people don't have this confusion cycle, and so they understand things, but they never understand it to the depth that you do. And the reason why you do is because you have that confusion cycle. So it's like when they say you can't, until you felt unhappy, you can't really understand what it feels like to be happy. Like there is a balance and a duality. So like the less happy you're able to feel, the happier you are able to feel, because it's always balanced in that way. And so a lot of people don't have this level of confusion, so their level of understanding like, it's not as deep, but you guys can have such a level of confusion, and therefore to balance it out, you have such a level of understanding. So honor the cycle. It is stressful, but you guys come out on top. So just know that you are going to have a confusion moment. That's fine. It's all going to click later. And I see you guys being in a position to be able to be where you want to be and be ahead of the trends. It is going to take some work, and we will evaluate this as we go on in the future months to see get a fresher read, but you guys have what it takes. And for your personal life, I'm really not getting a lot on that. I feel like there just isn't a lot going on in your personal life at this point, so it can either go anywhere or it could go nowhere, and it can go anywhere in between those two poles. So I'm not really getting a lot for you in regards to that. I'm also not really getting a lot for you in terms of what you need to know for your personal life. In terms of what you need to know that you don't already know for your business side of things, I'm getting that, yeah, just keep in mind that you are somebody that comes out on top. So again, the whole confusion cycle, it's just a cycle. It's going to help you. It's actually very important to your success. Like, that whole cycle is what has made you so successful throughout life. So love the cycle for whatever it is. And when it comes to planning, don't make this, so it is important that you guys spend the time to plan and you look at the trends and have an idea of where things are going to go, but don't make it such a big thing, because when I say you guys need to plan and look at the trends and position yourself, it doesn't have to be some big thing that you're going to have to shift or change. It could really just be that you talk about a different topic in your content, or you do it a little bit of a different way, or you have a different content schedule. Like, it's not going to be some huge shift that you need to make. It's just plan for it, think about it, keep executing, keep looking at what's working, what's not working, and just position yourself for the end of the year, when I think those shifts are going to start. That's when the trends will start coming into play, and you can start positioning yourself as around December. All right, guys, so I decided to pull a card for you from the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck that I recently got. And the card that I got for you is this magnifying glass, number 44. There's a lot of glare, but yeah. So what this card is telling me, and it does have information for your personal life, so I'm glad that we are getting something in that department. Basically, this magnifying glass is saying that you need to take a closer look at the things in your business and in your life. And in business, that's looking at the data, looking at the trends, and just coming up with ideas. And again, it doesn't have to be some really heavy stuff. It doesn't have to be some life-changing changes that you need to make. It's just taking a look at it, just kind of get a feel for it. Don't make it so data heavy. Make it more feeling like, all right, this seems to be what people like. Let me try this. And then you get the data for that. All right, this worked, this didn't work. Let's try this. So it's taking a closer look, but try not to get too deep in the weeds. Again, I said that's your process. It's going to happen, but I guess do your best not to get too in the trenches. With regards to your personal life, you also need to take a closer look at that. So we talked about how you are not opening up your heart, you're not open. And so when people are coming into your life, you may not be open to them for whatever reason. And that's what you really need to take a closer look at, is why aren't you being open to this person or these people or whoever decides to come your way? And the reason why you need to take a closer look at that is because you need to consider whether the reason why you're not opening up is actually something to do with what's going on within you and what maybe you need to work on, or what maybe you're being hung up on that is preventing you from opening yourself up. Because you may not be opening up because you are trying to protect yourself from something, and you think that protecting yourself is the best choice, when really, if you took a closer look, you would probably find that there's nothing you need to protect yourself from. You just need to start letting go of whatever you are fearing that doesn't need to be feared. So I'm not sure if I got the message out as clear as I wanted to. I think it's like you need to ask yourself the question, are you not opening up because it's the right thing to do? It's the right choice for you to not open up and not open up to this person? Or are you not opening up because you're being stubborn, or you're letting your pride get in the way, or they did something or someone else did something and you're being triggered by it and it's something that maybe you should actually let go of, but you aren't because you're holding on to it. Yeah, so are you not opening up because that's really the right choice and you shouldn't? Or are you not opening up because you're not letting yourself open up? And I'm getting that it has a lot more to do with you and just your own fears and hang-ups, and just more to do with what's going on inside of you, and that staying closed off is actually not really the right choice. Opening up is actually the better choice for you. So yeah, that's what I get for you guys. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. This concludes the September 2018 forecast for Earth signs, and I will see you guys in my next video.